Hi, my name is Conley, and I'm doing my video blog about my new student dialogue, which was age is just a number. And our group talked, but I don't think there was true dialogue. I mean, it was mostly just answering questions the leaders had. We didn't actually interact with each other very much. There was a bit of discussion, but it was mostly activity based. And so it was very leader driven, and I mean, we did get something out of it, but it wasn't a true dialogue, I would not say. There were a few voices that answered a few more times than everyone else, so I guess they would be our active voices, but it wasn't like overly, we didn't have like one person that was always answering. It was a little bit interesting because we had one lady that was, everyone else was college students, but this one lady was probably 60 years old, and she was from Germany, and she was one of our active voices, and she really, talked a lot about the way it used to be and how her age has changed, how her view on age has changed, and how she has kids that are our age and what they are like. And so it was kind of interesting to hear what she had to say and see how it compared to what we said, because she disagreed with some of the things that we talked about and thought about. And so I would say the rest of the group was reserved. Nobody really, some people didn't talk at all, besides when we absolutely had to. I was probably one of those voices, but and then I don't know, it's just there weren't a lot of questions that were like, okay, everybody say what your opinion is. And then so there wasn't a lot of forced answering, and so it didn't get everybody included. And so I think that might have been a bit of a problem, but it turned out fine. What role did I play? I was a listener, I guess. I wasn't an active role in any way. And so I would say that I listened, and I did take a couple things from it. Our group was mostly about, age and the process of becoming an adult, and what happens when you move from country to country, what their perception of adults are, and what your privileges are as an adult. And so we did an activity that was matching countries and rules and laws and just traditions based on age. And so that was kind of interesting to see what countries had what rules and laws and regulations, because some of them were quite surprising. And once we did that, we came back and talked about it, and then we had another activity where they had 3 questions on the walls, and we walked around and discussed them, and decided if they were reasonable, if they what our answer to these questions would be. That was pretty interesting to see, to compare everyone else's answers to your own, because we all wrote them on there, and so so you could actually see what you were comparing your answer to. There was also questions on maturity and what your maturity should grant you, and if laws that we have now should be based on maturity or based on age, because they're very different for different people. And so our dialogue only lasted for an hour and a half. It wasn't the full time, but I feel like a lot of people got stuff out of it. And everyone participated, but I wouldn't say everyone talked or was a part of the dialogue. I think that doing a new student dialogue was interesting. I don't know, it kind of got you exposed to other people's opinions, especially when you're new to the area like I am. And so it kind of opened me up to what other people's views are, so I could kind of be prepared. And, but I would say this vlog's a little weird. I mean, I've never done a video, so I guess it's good learning, but I wouldn't say I love doing it. Kind of waited till the last minute to do it, but I think Library 100 is a good experience to have. I mean, it makes you do a little bit of different things. So overall, I'm not upset with it. I liked that you could do a lot of it over the summer, and I would say if you could do even more of it over the summer, then it would be a lot better, because then you wouldn't have to worry about it, especially when crunch time comes and you're procrastinating. Because when school starts, man, procrastination starts. So, and with that, I would like to say thank you and have a good day. Sorry about the voice, it's a little rough, but thanks.